Grab string.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me
Mary said there was only one way to save him.
I play Dobby.
One distracted the deer, the others ran into the forest. She found the flower.
That's exactly why Amazon's
Him. Yeah, him. Not me. Him.
Deer monster guarded the forest every
Him.
day.
Him. Yeah, him.
Little ones noticed and decided to help. They brought a forest berry. She promised to put it into a deep.
What's up? It's your boy Stevie83 and I'm back with another react. You know what I'm saying? Today we got a special one for you. We got 8 of the most dangerous chases from Arkansas State Police that you won't even believe or imagine this could have happened. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. These people crazy!
On July 5th, 2025, in Garland County, Arkansas, just
Yeah.
before 1 a.m., deputies begin chasing a blue BMW SUV reported stolen and speeding through their county. As the
Okay.
pursuit races south on Highway 128, Arkansas State Police are called in for assistance. Moments later, a trooper joins the chase and takes the lead.
Dang, he on some old back roads too. They got wrecked at any time on these roads. Dang, he's gunning that little car too, boy. Shit. I might have to take P to the doctor here in a little bit, Mom. I got he's got like a rash on his face and his one eye swelled shut. So I'm gonna have to take him to the doctor. Like, I know it's like a allergic reaction, but he's sleeping now, and I give him some medicine and wash his face real with warm water, no soap or anything on it, just water, and patted it, dried it, and rubbed it or anything like that. I gave him some allergy medication, and now he's laid down and went to sleep. His breathing's not like hindered in any way or anything like that. He should be okay, right, Mom? I gave him some Benadryl to get his thing back up right. I just, if he wakes up, when he wakes up and he's any worse or it hasn't changed, I'm going to take him to the emergency room when he wakes up.
You go right or left?
I check him every couple minutes just to see if he's like, his breathing's any, like, if his breathing's hurt or if his breathing's like harder or anything, like it's harder for him to breathe, then I'll wake him up. I check on him about every 15-20 minutes.
I talked to Uzo.
Clear right.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure.
Nick, good.
I don't know what it could be. We haven't
The
changed.
suspect drives aggressively, swerving across.
Gotta be
lanes
something at
and
that
slamming
school.
brakes each time the trooper gets
He
close.
came home from school
Every
like that.
attempt to line up for a tactical vehicle intervention is met with sudden braking and unpredictable movements. The suspect clearly knows.
It's hard to pit on this kind of road.
It's close enough. It's over.
Like he's gonna pit him right into some cheese or off a bank or something. Like there's nowhere to go here. And he's streaking this little car too.
I did the 6-7. 6-7.
Damn, he's whipping that little car. I can't even remember see what kind of little car it is.
6-7, 6-7, 6-7.
$7,300 still inbound.
6-7. 6-7. I said it all. Once it turns right, I'll go to the first.
The trooper tried several times to perform a pit maneuver, but once again it failed. The suspect skillfully avoided every attempt, but the trooper wasn't about to give up. A wild fight on the Arkansas County roads continued at dangerously high speeds.
Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Yeah. Bobby, Bobby.
This fun.
6-7. 6-7. 6-7.
Damn, he fucked him up.
BMW flips violently into a ditch, completing a full rollover, while the trooper's unit also slides off the road and rolls onto its side. Despite the crash, deputies quickly move in to take the suspect, Sean O'Brien, into custody. He's transferred
Sean
to the
O'Brien.
County Detention Center and charged.
All right,
with
we don't
theft
need to
by
know all
receiving
this.
a fleet.
Chase zone.
And local police receive a call from a nearby bank involving a suspect just tried to cash a forged check and fled the scene. Within
Oh,
minutes,
man.
Trooper McElroy and Lieutenant Smith from Boonville PD are dispatched to locate the suspects. They find them sitting at a gas station. But the moment the patrol cars arrive, the driver hits the gas and the chase is on.
The chase is on. The chase is on.
State police is trying to stop this vehicle. Looks like we're going to be in pursuit. Eastbound in pursuit.
They try to cash a forged check at the bank here.
Try to cash a forged check. I didn't like how they know it's forged. Did they call the person and first tell them, yeah, I didn't give them that check, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's whatever. Makes no sense. Like, motherfuckers out here need to live. Everybody should get an allowance just for living in these times.
It's a temp tag, I can't read. Speeds
I played these games
Trooper McElroy takes the lead as the pursuit tears out of Boonville toward Magazine. Speeds climb fast. as the
They got some
suspect
weird
pursues
names, don't they, for these
knowing
places?
backup from Troop J is waiting ahead.
He needs to get on up there behind him a little bit, huh?
Strawberry
This is on these country roads. Yeah, it's just asking to get pulled up.
Your mommy!
Gage, please quit yelling, please.
The trooper stayed close behind, and as he started closing the distance, the suspect began passing vehicles recklessly.
Where's Maria?
Recklessly.
Go to the water! What the? Everybody kill him! Everybody kill him! Oh no. Everybody kill him!
Streaming, Scott. You got no clothes on. Love you. Yeah, I don't know why you gotta be so loud, boy. You need to calm it down a bit, please. Hey, Edna, how you doing? Glad to see you come back. Yesterday it was
Guys, I want to kill you. I want
yesterday nobody showed up. That's crazy. Like I sat here all day yesterday.
I will not kill you. I will not.
Y'all had me in my feelings yesterday. Like, man, I was hurt.
Can you keep paying attention to her standing stabbing me. Disco.
I mean, I know y'all can't come every day, but you know, some days are just, I don't know, it's weird. Nobody shows up.
Okay, Bob.
Just, I don't know, it's weird.
Oh,
Nobody shows
no.
up. Okay, let's do it then, guys. We are action-packed, ready to go. Police shootouts,
Hey,
chases,
yeah.
and everything. We're right here live.
Here's the brothers, guys.
Live reactions.
I love us. Grouper, guys.
Live reactions. I like the intro. Warning, viewer discretion is advised. This is for educational, entertainment purposes only. We will make it.
I will do you
Edna, man, Edna.
one day.
Louisville, Kentucky. On the morning of April 10th, 2023, Louisville Metro
Hey, the
police
brothers,
officers
guys.
responded to an active shooter call at a downtown bank.
Oh.
Arriving within 3 minutes, officers immediately came under fire from the lobby before even stepping out of their vehicles.
That's pretty good reaction time. Three minutes.
25-year-old bank
3
employee
minutes,
Connor
good
Sturgeon
reactions.
had already killed victims inside and was lying in wait to ambush responding officers.
What? Here they go. The suspense is building up.
Oh,
Man, I didn't bring my weed. Oh. Oh snap! He ambushed him. He got him out. Dude did a backflip and got him out there, man. Hell yeah, yeah. These people crazy.
Get the brothers. Get the brothers. Get the brothers.
Body camera footage shows officers Nicholas Wilt and his training officer Corey Galloway approaching the gunfire. As they advanced up the stairs, Wilt was struck by a bullet, forcing Galloway to retreat and take cover behind a concrete
Damn.
wall.
Dude
While
just
police
ambushed
the
him.
downed officer, Sturgeon continued firing, even breaking out a glass window to target officers outside.
Protect the brothers.
Dang. He ain't playing with them. He's like, cops, I don't like them.
Get the officer! Sit down! Get the officer!
They ain't got him yet? The suspense is killing me. Oh, they got him. Stepping in blood. Oh no. Did the other dude get toppy woppy? Does he like, he's OD'd up there. He's overly
That
down.
action exposed his position, allowing Galloway to return fire and fatally shoot the suspect. Sturgeon had legally purchased the AR-15 rifle just days earlier.
How?
8 people were injured in the attack. Officer Wilt, only weeks out of the academy, was shot in the head and remains in critical condition.
Oh
2 other
my.
victims are recovering in stable condition.
Good. Thank goodness. Man, he toppy woppy the first boy. Oh!
Queens, New York. On March 8, 2024, around 6:49 p.m., multiple 911 callers reported a stabbing inside a residential building near 62nd Avenue and 102nd Street. Investigators said the violence began during a
Yeah, Edna, me and my mom sat here all day yesterday talking to ourselves in here in the chat. It was crazy. Hey, at least we got called up, huh?
46-year-old Jamshed Namatov suddenly attacked his wife. She fled down the hallway, screaming for help after being stabbed multiple times.
Oh my goodness. What? Oh, snap! Oh, snap! They copied him like it's over. Man down! Man down! Oh, man fucking down!
Officer O'Rourke fired 1 shot. Officer Taveras fired 3, and Sergeant DeCostanzo deployed his taser.
Damn, that boy got it all 3 ways.
Queens Medical Center. His wife survived and is recovering in the hospital.
That's great. Good shit. Good shit. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. Playing like a goofy.
Long Beach, California. On February 6th, 2021, around 9:15 p.m., officers responded to Magnolia Avenue and 14th Street following reports of a man with a gun. The call came amid a string of recent shootings in the area.
Dang, he didn't even...
quickly located 26-year-old Anthony Loya, who matched the description and was seen brandishing a firearm near a park.
Dang.
Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, Loya refused.
Jesus! Smacked him! Smacked him!
Hey, he dropped it. We need to go,
I guess he did drop it, you smart ass
An
dick face.
officer-involved shooting occurred.
Why you gonna be a
Officers
smart
immediately
ass?
provided medical aid until fire
Of course he
personnel
dropped
arrived
it.
and pronounced Loya deceased. Investigators learned Loya had been pointing a firearm at passing cars and several victims. His gun was recovered at the scene. No civilians or officers were injured.
You don't give me the drink or out.
That's it. That's the way to do it, man. If you want to do it, that's the way to do it.
On May 16th, 2023,
Easiest way to get
a
sent
woman
up.
called 911 to report 2 men
Getting
in
close.
an apartment on Anderson Avenue.
No, that's how we
One carrying a machine gun. Detectives identified
What?
one suspect as 16-year-old Isaiah Espinosa, wanted for homicide and armed robbery. Surveillance followed as Espinosa and others left in a Chevy sedan, later parking at an Adams Street complex. Officers moved in, blocking the car, prompting Espinosa and David Baldonado to flee, but both were quickly caught.
Put your hands up!
I mean, in order to run from the police, you have to be an active trainer in running. Like, these guys are exercising every day. They're running, getting stronger. They're getting taller, longer legs. Like, you better be a sprinter to get, like, you better be a sprinter if you think you're getting away from anything up in this joint. Shit. You think? You might think so.
A third suspect, 18-year-old Isaac Reyes, pointed a gun toward detectives before running. When he pulled the weapon from his shorts, an officer fired, striking him once. Reyes was hospitalized, then booked into Metro Detention Center. Espinosa and Baldonado were also arrested on their felony warrants.
Damn, them boys was active in the streets. Active. Whew, why's it so much? Like, why? Why's it gotta be so damn much? People, like, I get it. Weapons should only be made the single, like, they shouldn't be carrying 30s and 50s and 100s. Like, that's just crazy. This is crazy. You know what I mean?
Law enforcement officers and a suspect
crazy.
believed to be involved in drug dealing. The suspect, identified as Garcia, fled from police, leading to a dangerous exchange of gunfire.
What? Is he smacking back, or is it just them smacking at him?
Garcia was subsequently charged with 2 counts of attempted murder of a police officer. evading arrest with a motor vehicle, and unlawful possession of a weapon. He remains hospitalized with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. The incident highlights the
He might never get out.
law enforcement encounters with suspects
He might never
engaged
get
in
out.
criminal activity.
He might never get out.
Wondered how the world's
Oh!
currencies are traded? The foreign
No,
exchange market,
not at
also
all.
known as the forex.
Never had none. Oh, it's another day, man. Another day, another dollar. Hard times make you want to holler.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Why would you do that, Scott?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You're
I
talking.
can't breathe.
We got time. Watch your hands.
I can't breathe.
What? Oh my God! What? What? Oh my God!
Where am I?
Look what he does.
Vallejo,
He
California.
felt that hot
On
shit.
August 29, 2025,
That boy
at around
felt
6
that
a.m.
hot shit.
Vallejo police officers responded to the 2000 block of Ascot Parkway after receiving a report of possible vehicle vandalism. Dispatch also advised that the suspect was wanted on multiple felony and misdemeanor warrants.
How'd they know that before they got even that? How's your day? I mean, this is going okay. Better than, I mean, it's going better now that you're here, someone to talk to, you know? Sitting here by yourself sucks. Glad you're back though, Edna. Thanks for stopping by. I got lost all my momentum, man.
I'm doing it myself, guys.
I ain't missed a day. I've been putting my days
They
in.
encountered 24-year-old Alexander Schumann. As they approached, Schumann advanced toward them and pointed what appeared to be a handgun, prompting an officer-involved shooting. Officers quickly provided medical aid before Schumann was airlifted to a nearby hospital, where he remains in stable condition. The weapon recovered at the scene
I know, Mom,
was
but
later
me and you
identified
talk every
as a
day.
pellet BB
They're
gun.
saying someone new to talk to. You know what I mean. Damn, he just kicked him in the face. Oh, shit. He kicked him in the
Tampa,
face.
Florida. On April 14th,
That's for police
2025,
battery. Police
Tampa police
brutality, I
monitored
mean.
A black Hyundai Sonata that had repeatedly fled traffic stops. Around 9 p.m., officers attempted another stop at North Nebraska Avenue and East Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. The driver,
Gage.
identified as
Gage,
31-year-old
look at me.
Charles Wilson, fled once again. With the aviation unit overhead, officers tracked Wilson as he abandoned the car on East New Orleans Avenue and ran through nearby yards, discarding a
Yeah,
crossbody
you always
bag
count,
along the
mother.
way.
Get on the ground!
I do.
Get on the fucking ground now! Get on the fucking ground! Fucking do it! Get on the fucking ground! On the ground! On your stomach! On your fucking stomach! On the fucking stomach!
Aviation officers directed ground units to a residence on North 9th Street.
We footballed that dude like, Wacko?
Velasquez ordered him to the ground.
Get
As
your
Wilson
ass
dropped to
down.
his knees, Velasquez kicked him in the head, knocking him over before placing him in handcuffs. The incident
Kicked him
was
in the
immediately
head.
flagged by the shift commander monitoring the live feed, prompting a quality assurance review and internal investigation.
That's what he gets.
Velasquez was relieved of duty that night.
And where did they go?
Kick that man like that, man. That should have been a controversial. He should have been fired. Oh, abuse your power like that. Kick that man in the face. You didn't kick him in the head, he kicked him in the face.
Get on the fucking ground! Fucking do it! Get on the fucking
Watch him.
Investigators determined the kick was unnecessary, excessive, and violated department policy. Velasquez was suspended for 30 days. Meanwhile, officers recovered the discarded bag, which contained a loaded handgun and 38.3 grams of marijuana. Wilson, a 12-time convicted felon, now faces
12
multiple
times?
firearms, drug, and fleeing charges.
I was telling, oh, we seen this. I was telling, what's his name yesterday? I was telling Henry yesterday about, like, my job.
To gang-related graffiti.
Why I didn't get this past job is because they did a background check on me and my felonies came up. And I told Henry, I was like, man, I'm fucking I used to be just like what we watch on the show, on the channel.
And died at the scene. A loaded handgun was recovered.
I used to be these people. I try to stay out of the way anymore, but I'm getting to the point now. I'm getting to depression. I'm getting to the point now, like
nearby apartment.
Shit, I might be going back to that life. Who knows?
And released to his parents with pending vandalism charges. The deceased was identified as 19-year-old Jelani Black.
What?
The case is under investigation by the Riverside County
He's
Sheriff's
sitting him up top? What the hell? Damn, he's sitting him up top.
Eugene, Oregon. On April 22nd, 2024, Washington state authorities issued an Amber Alert after 39-year-old Elias Huizar, a former Yakima police officer, kidnapped his 1-year-old son. Huizar was already wanted for the murders of his ex-wife
That shouldn't even be a...
and had a recent arrest in February for the rape of a 16-year-old.
Oh my God!
The next day, April 23rd,
he needs to be
Oregon
sent
State
up.
Trooper Sergeant O.J. Johnson and Senior Trooper Scott Show spotted Huizar's vehicle traveling south on the I-5 near Eugene. When troopers attempted a stop, Huizar refused to comply, initiating a dangerous pursuit. Superintendent Casey Cotting also joined the chase as
They pitted him, but he's still going. He went in the bushes. Like, I'm out of here. You can't catch me. Ooh. He ain't even got out the car yet to give no orders. He just started dumping before he even got out.
Redirect the maneuvers to force the vehicle off course, but Huizar continued fleeing. At one point, he stopped and opened fire on pursuing officers, prompting Sergeant Johnson and Superintendent Cotting to return fire. Despite the exchange, the pursuit resumed within seconds as Huizar pressed southbound on the interstate.
Watch your crossfire.
He smashed his car up. Lucky he's even in there alive.
Get behind hard cover. Get behind hard cover. Right as I got out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you see the gun in there? No, he was on his phone. I could see him on his phone. Then he put his phone down, and I heard that shot. It was like pretty cool. Okay, shield. All right. Shield. Run a shield team with a rifle.
Better do something, because that man's gonna get wicked out.
Huizar's vehicle veered onto the shoulder and crashed into a commercial motor vehicle, coming to a stop. When troopers advanced on the scene, they discovered Huizar had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His 1-year-old son was safely rescued, ending a violent and tragic series
Is he
of
up?
crimes.
Is he breathing good? Go listen to his mouth and nose. Don't touch him, but just...
On March 1st, 2023, 3 armed women were involved in a robbery and fled the scene in a stolen Mercedes-Benz. Their getaway came to a sudden halt and crashed into another vehicle, abandoning the car shortly after and fleeing on foot. The situation quickly escalated into a tense standoff with law enforcement.
Just put your hand up by his mouth or nose and make sure his hand's not labored.
He's fine. He's
worry me, man. Y'all playing outside in that poison ivy and stuff. Probably what he's got on his face. Probably
One of the
poison
suspects,
ivy.
identified as Alvarado, abruptly
He
turned
might be
and aimed a
allergic to
firearm
that.
at approaching officers. In response to the immediate threat, officers discharged their weapons, striking Alvarado and bringing her to the ground. She was promptly arrested at the scene and now faces multiple serious criminal charges as a result.
Why's she walking around with a G2?
On the night of January 10th, 2025, at approximately 9:43 p.m., officers from NYPD's 69th Precinct, including Sergeant Salzman, Officers Okafor, Wilson, and Zahir, were in the process of escorting a detainee to the station following an unrelated arrest. During this operation, a man later identified as Dirk suddenly fled the area on foot, prompting a coordinated pursuit.
He's got a bright yellow and green shirt on, like he's not gonna get caught. All them shots missed.
Sergeant Salzman and Officer Zahir gave chase on foot, while Officers Okafor and Wilson pursued in patrol vehicles. Despite repeated commands to stop, Durham continued to flee and ultimately took cover behind a tree in front of 754 East 80th Street.
Why are they shooting already and they ain't even stopped him yet?
There, he raised a firearm and aimed it at the officers. In response to the immediate threat, Sergeant Salzman fired 3 rounds. Officer Okafor fired 4. Officer Wilson discharged 2 shots, and Officer Zahir also fired 4 times. Durham was struck, subdued, and arrested at the scene without further incident.
He's just walking around, getting all pecked at. What? Oh, I'm streaming, buddy. I can't even tell you. Spell it for him, Bob.
On December 27, 2022, at around 1 p.m., Thornton police responded to an armed robbery at the Wells Fargo Bank.
He knows how to do it. Just tell him the letters.
Colorado Boulevard.
Hey! Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired! What do I get? Shots fired! Shots fired! Get down! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Well, I don't understand how they did this, man.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
My number keeps going down, 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 1202.
The male suspect, after committing...
I did blue already. Let me see. I did blue already. Tell me more of it. D. I did D. U.
Imagine sleeping over at young boy's crib and not being fed anything for over 48 hours. Well, that's the type of fear YB puts in these dudes' hearts.
Why are you hungry for? Ain't it food to eat?
It is, but it's just like come around trying to get a few dollars, acting like they want to work, but really scared of YB.
Scared of?
Scared of YB, bro.
Sit back.
Scared of him for what? I wouldn't be scared of him.
About why people are genuinely
Especially supposed to be your friend.
and I'm talking about people who are supposed to be close to him. This ain't about his reputation in the streets or his music. This is about his actual personality and the energy he gives off that makes grown men scared to even ask for food when they're hungry. No cap.
Well, you shouldn't have to
I'm
ask for
done
food
telling you
anyway.
this story. You're gonna understand why even his
A man
homies
should stand
walk
on his own feet and get his own
around this
food.
dude. Understanding young boy's intimidating presence. First, let me paint the picture for you, gang. NBA YoungBoy ain't just some regular rapper who talks tough in his songs. This shorty got an aura that makes people uncomfortable even when he's trying to be cool. We talking about a dude who's been through so much trauma and violence that his default setting is intensity. And that type of energy is something you can feel the moment you walk in the room with him. When you go through that level of trauma and come out on top, it changes something fundamental about your energy. You develop this hypervigilance, this readiness for conflict, this ability to switch from calm to dangerous in seconds. And people can sense that shit even when you're just sitting there playing video games. The psychology behind this is deep fake. When someone's been in survival mode for years, their nervous system stays activated even in safe situations. Young boy might be chilling at home, but his brain is still scanning for threats, still ready to react, still operating like he's in the middle of a war zone. And that energy is contagious. It makes everyone around him feel like they gotta be on high alert too. Why trauma creates intimidating energy. Let me break down what's really happening with young boy's personality, because this type shit affects way more people than just him. When you survive multiple attempts on your life, when you've had to make life or death decisions as a teenager, when you've seen homies get killed and had to keep moving, that changes your brain chemistry permanently. Young boy's been in situations where showing weakness could literally get you killed. So his brain learned to project strength and danger at all times, even in situations where it's not necessary. It's like having a security system that's stuck on maximum alert. It might keep you safe, but it also makes everyone around you nervous as hell.
Right on point.
The crazy part is, young boy probably doesn't even realize how intimidating his presence is. To him, he's just being normal. But to everyone else, they're dealing with someone who's survived things they can't even imagine. And that survival energy is something you can feel in your bones when you're around him. This is why people who work with young boy, people who hang around him, even people who are supposed to be his friends, they all got this underlying tension when they're in his presence. It's not that he's necessarily threatening them directly. It's that his whole energy screams, I've been through hell and I'm ready for whatever comes next. When fear. Meets hunger. Now let me tell you about this wild story that really shows you how scared people are of young boy, even over the most basic shit. His close friend, Chopper Boy, was telling this story about how somebody was staying at young boy's house, and this dude was literally scared to tell young boy that he was hungry. Think about that for a second, gang. We talking about a grown man who was too scared to say, yo, I'm hungry to someone who was supposed to be his friend. That's not normal fear. That's the type of fear you have when you genuinely don't know how someone's gonna react to the smallest things. According to Chopper Boy, this dude went 2 whole days without eating because he was too scared to ask young boy for food. 2 days. This man was starving himself because he didn't want to risk setting young boy off or seeming like he was asking for too much. That tells you everything you need to know about the type of energy young boy puts out even in his own house. But here's where it gets really crazy. When young boy found out what happened, he was genuinely confused and frustrated. He was like, why you ain't just tell me you was hungry? You could have asked me for food, asked the chef, asked anybody. But the fact that this dude was too scared to even try shows you how young boy's presence affects people. Let me explain why this hunger situation is so telling about young boy's personality. When someone is too scared to express basic human needs around you, that means your energy is so intense that people would rather suffer than risk your reaction. That's not regular intimidation, that's psychological dominance. The dude who was scared to ask for food wasn't worried about young boy saying no. He was worried about how young boy might react to being asked. Maybe he'd seen young boy flip out over small things before. Maybe he'd witnessed that switch from calm to dangerous that young boy is capable of. Maybe he just felt that underlying tension that everyone talks about when they're around him. What makes this even more psychological is that young boy probably genuinely wanted to take care of his guest. but his energy was so intimidating that the dude chose to starve rather than risk asking for
Oh
help.
wow, that
That's the
dude's
type
a
of fear that comes
goofy.
from being around someone who's unpredictable. Youngboy's
That
reaction
dude's
when he
straight
found out,
goofy.
being confused and frustrated, shows that he doesn't fully understand how his presence affects people. In his mind, he was being a good host, providing a place to stay, and he would have been happy to feed his guest, but his energy was so intense that it created fear where none was intended. The snake incident, when accidents meet anxiety. But that's just the beginning, though. Let me tell you about this other incident that
Anxiety ain't no
really shows
joke,
you
bro.
how people react around Youngboy. There was this cameraman who was filming at Youngboy's house, and this dude accidentally stepped on Youngboy's expensive pet snake and killed it. Yo, can you imagine the terror this cameraman must have felt in that moment? He just killed Youngboy's pet. Not just any pet, but an expensive snake that Youngboy probably cared about. Everyone in the room probably thought this dude was about to get his ass beat or worse. According to people who were there, the whole room went silent. Everyone was looking at Youngboy, waiting to see how he was gonna react. The cameraman was probably thinking his life was over. Everyone else was probably ready to run or duck for cover. That's the type of tension that exists around Youngboy. Even accidents feel like they
Man,
could
sound
turn
like you
into
got a bunch of
life-threatening
he got a
situations.
bunch of
But
books
here's what's
around
crazy
him.
about this story. When the cameraman apologized, Youngboy was actually cool about it. He didn't flip out, didn't get violent, didn't
accident.
even really get that mad. He basically said it was an accident and told everyone to get back to what they were doing. Just like that, the tension was gone and everything
Straight
went back.
G.
The contradiction,
Straight G.
reasonable reactions, unreasonable fear. This snake incident reveals something really important about Youngboy's personality. He's actually more reasonable than people expect him to be. When the cameraman apologized sincerely, Youngboy recognized it was an accident and moved on. That's actually pretty mature and understanding behavior. But the fact that everyone in the room was terrified shows you how Youngboy's reputation and energy precede him. People expect him to explode over small things because they've probably seen him explode before, or they've heard stories, or they just feel that dangerous energy he carries around. This creates this weird dynamic where Youngboy might actually be trying to be cool and reasonable, but everyone around him is operating from a place of fear. They're so worried about setting him off that they can't even act natural around him.
Wow.
And that probably frustrates Youngboy too, because he's trying to have normal relationships, but everyone's treating him like a ticking time bomb.
Right.
The psychology here is fascinating. Youngboy's past actions and energy have created this reputation where people expect the worst from him, even when he's not actually being threatening.
Exactly.
So everyone's
That's how-
walking on eggshells, which probably makes Youngboy
That's
feel
how it be,
isolated
too.
and misunderstood,
I'm not saying
which might
for
actually
me,
make
but-
him more likely to lash out in the future. The
Probably.
energy that creates fear. Let me break down what it is about Youngboy that makes people so scared of him, because it's not just his reputation, it's something deeper. When you've been through the type of trauma Youngboy has experienced, when you've had to be ready for violence at any moment, when you've survived multiple attempts on your life, that creates a certain type of energy that people can feel. Youngboy carries himself like someone who's always ready for war. His posture, his facial expressions, the way he looks at people, the way he moves, everything about his body language says, I'm not the one to play with. And that's not an act or a persona. That's genuine survival instinct that's been hardwired into his nervous system. People who've been around Youngboy describe this feeling like the air gets thicker when he walks in the room. Conversations get quieter, people start watching their words, everyone becomes more aware of their movements and actions. That's not because Youngboy is necessarily doing anything threatening, it's because his presence carries the weight of everything he's been through. The crazy part is, Youngboy might not even be in a bad mood
He's
or
like
thinking
they're,
about anything violent.
They're
He
so
could be in a
worried
perfectly
about
good
him
mood.
cutting them off that they look at every little thing around him like it's, oh, I better not make him mad or I'm gonna get cut off. I better not make him mad, I'm gonna get this. Better not make him mad, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. And they just got him all wrong.
Ready to chill and have fun. But his default energy is so intense that people can't relax around him. They're always waiting for that switch to flip, always ready for things to go left. The survival instinct that never turns off. Here's what people don't understand about Youngboy's psychology. When you've survived the type of situations he's been through, your brain literally rewires itself to always be ready for danger. It's called hypervigilance. And it's a trauma response to be ready for danger. It's called hypervigilance. And it's a trauma response that keeps you alive in dangerous situations, but makes normal social interactions really difficult. Youngboy's brain is constantly scanning for threats, constantly ready to react, constantly operating like he's still in those life or death situations from his past. So even when he's at home, even when he's around friends, even when he's trying to relax, part of his brain is still in survival mode. This creates this energy that people can sense even when they can't explain it. They feel like they're around someone who could snap at any moment, someone who's always ready for conflict, someone who's been through things they can't even imagine. And that feeling makes them nervous, makes them careful, makes them scared. The tragedy is that this survival instinct that kept young boy alive in the streets is now making it hard for him to have normal relationships. People can't just be themselves around him because they're too busy trying not to set him off. And young boy probably feels that distance, that fear, that tension, which probably makes him feel even more isolated. The unpredictability factor. What makes young boy especially intimidating is his unpredictability. People who know him say you never know which version of him you're gonna get. One minute he might be cool, laughing, playing video games, acting like a regular young dude. The next minute something small might set him off and he's ready to go to war. This unpredictability is probably a result of his trauma and the constant stress he's under. When you're dealing with legal issues, industry politics, family drama, and street beef all at the same time, your emotional regulation gets thrown off. Small things can feel like big things when you're already operating at maximum stress levels. For the people around him, this unpredictability creates constant anxiety. They never know what's going to trigger him, never know when his mood might shift.
Yeah, I never know what's going to trigger me. I'm out here, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out this. Peace.